Hello, so today we're going to be investigating transformations. We're going to investigate f of x add 2, f of x minus 3, f of negative x, negative f of x, 3f of x, and f of 2x. Then what we're going to do is summarize all our findings. We can use some screenshots of the graphs we're going to look at. We're going to try and make it general. So what happens if you add 2? What happens if you add anything? Add a. Generalize our results. And then optional if there's time or if a lot of this is review for you, we're going to investigate combined transformations or a combination of transformations, such as a few examples I've written out down below. Alright, so the tool we're going to use for this is GeoGebra, which is a program you can download for free. GeoGebra.org, go to download, and installers, you'll find the installer for Macs. I'm going to open up a page, and you should get a page that opens up looking a bit like this. I'm going to turn on a grid, so in View, Grid. That means it's a little bit easier for me to see the points. I'm also going to go to Options and Settings, Graphics, and make sure that my grid, I'm going to set it, so at the moment it just shows every 2 spaces. I'm going to change it so it shows me all the integer coordinates. So now we go, we can see 1 1, 2 1, and so on. And make this a little bit bigger. Right, the input bar down the bottom, here's where I can type in a function that I want to look at. So I'm going to type in f of x equals ln x, and it comes up with my graph. I want to see a transformation of that graph, so I'm going to put f of x add 2. That was the first thing we said we'd investigate. There it is. What I want to do is just make that look a bit different. So control click, or I think if you just double click on the line, you can get to object properties. And we can just make it another color. We can make it a bit thicker, just so it shows up better. There we go. Right, so make an observation of what has happened to the parent function ln x. Has been transformed to give the graph of ln x add 2. I'm going to hide that now. I'm going to change my parent function. So instead of ln x, why don't we have e to the power of x? That's my next function. Alright. Can you see that gx now is e to the x add 2? So it's just my function up 2. And rather than turning this on and looking at it, I'm going to do a predict and test. So I'm going to see if I made the correct observation from the last function. This one that starts with ABC, I can turn that on to pen, and you can see the pen tool stays up here. And you can use the pen just to put some points where you think this is going to go to next. So where's this new function going to be? And I think it's going to go through some of these points, or close to these points, and let's see how well I've done this. Not bad. Alright, we can let's go to just undo. Yep, undo. Alright, and we could maybe try that for another function or another couple of functions until we're pretty sure we've got it correct. So square root x we'll try next. Oh, doesn't like that. Maybe I need some brackets. Let's try s square root x. Okay, so we've got square root x add 2. Get your pen again, and we can try and see what's happening. For some reason my pen's not working very well there. Maybe that you have to start again. Alright, when we're quite happy with that one, we can keep this turned off, and we can put in the next function that we want to investigate. So f of x minus 3 was the next one on our list. Alright, You see it makes us a new function h of x again. Let's make it look a bit different. So take the thickness up, make it another color. Alright, let's hide this. Now, actually, first of all, what do we need to do? We need to make an observation. So what does that minus 3 do to our function? When we think we've got it, change the parent function. So I can do anything here. Let's try x to the power of 3. Alright. Okay. So we're looking at this one now. X minus 3 to the power of 3. Again, let's choose our pen. I think if we go down here, pick the pen, hopefully it works now. X minus 3, and there go. I'm going to plot my points where I think it goes through. I think it goes through, or close to these points here, and some of these points here. Alright, so there's my prediction. Let's see if I'm right. I'm on a roll today. There we go. Alright, again with this one, let's undo. Try another function. Try as many functions as you can until you think you've got a clear idea. And what you need to do is just write up your findings. We're going to end up with all 6 of our different transformations here. We're going to predict and test with at least 2 graphs each time, just to make sure we've really got the hang of it, got the idea. And if you've finished that and finished summarizing and generalizing those results, we can go on and start looking at the combined transformations as well.